What's up, everybody? Tman, aka Preach, here with another motherfucking chapter of Federal Stories. Today's topic is gonna be running up hot niggas. You motherfucking rats. This one is a fucked up one too. Especially in particular, I'm gonna say the nigga I'm talking about, his name. It's gonna be Money Man. See, in the feds, we got Core Links, which is a text service or a messaging service. You can message your family off it, whatever. Well, we got it to where we can not hack the system, but we got a way where we got text services outside that send messages to any other motherfucking person in the feds, you know, so we can send word back to back in different compounds and shit. So a nigga hit the yard from a different place, we gonna know about him. You know what I'm saying? That car in particular, because whoever there is gonna send word once they catch wind of where he going. So they know somebody there, they gonna send word there. You know what I'm saying? So that way he can have his, you know, he can get his issue there. Nothing stops, especially if the motherfucking issue isn't taken care of. So a nigga think he about to check himself in or whatever case may be, think he got off. Nah, that shit gonna follow you. And this shit followed this nigga. Young nigga, I think he got ran up from peaking, if I'm mistaken. Supposed to be a stone. And he come in. Before we come in, one of the generals told me, he was like, yeah, we about to get a young nigga. I think he was from, if I'm mistaken, don't quote me on it. I think he was from Terratown. I'm not sure. I can't really recall that. But he said, yeah, he coming over here from Pekin. And they think he fucked up. That was all, I guess that was all the information that he had. Because I think dude just checked himself in. The ones that was over there in Pekin didn't have enough time to actually, you know, cut into him to see his paperwork, any of that shit. So when he come over there, over here to this yard, come to find out, when he came in, he told the motherfucking SIS, which is a secret investigative service or some shit on the yard, that he wasn't a part of no gang, and he said he didn't want to be labeled as a stone. So he was already trying to get their help on keeping him from being in the mix, because nigga, one thing about the Stones, other than any other gangs, not too many of them like that, but it's something like us, but it ain't too many, is that it ain't no such thing as being off count. No matter where you at, you're gonna be on count. Cause if you're not on count, you know, 9 out of 10, there's a reason why you're not on count, and they're gonna figure that out and X you out from there. And another reason is, it's just as mandatory. It's just, they don't believe in that shit where you can just hop on and hop off whenever you want to. No, either you is or you not, type of shit. And if you're not, nigga, you're not about to just not be without getting fucked up everywhere you go. So, yeah, and he from Chicago and he know better. So, Money Man come in, oblivious to the fact that we already kind of, you know, got word of him. He come in, played all cool and shit. You know, he cut into me. You know, when I was young, I was probably like, what, 19 at the time. So he like, you know, he trying to cut into me. What's up? You know, woo-woo-woo. I'm like, yeah. I'm not letting them know that we already kind of like know about him, you know, or his situation. Even though we don't know everything, but we kind of already know about him. So I'm keeping him at an arm's length, but at the same time, I'm not blowing my cover or letting him know that we know we gonna get him all comfortable and relaxed and think we ain't on shit. That way, when the situation, once we get more information, he won't even see it coming, type shit. You know what I mean? So some time go past. Dude wasn't even there that long. He was probably only there for about a month almost before we ran his ass up. He ain't had no paperwork. We was telling him like, well, Stone, when you get here, I don't know who didn't tell you the last, because he trying to tell a nigga, give a nigga run around about his situation, but I don't know who was telling you or informing you of how this Fed shit go, nigga, as soon as you get on the compound, bro, you need to get that paperwork within like 30 days or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You gotta have something, and you gotta have not the shit that don't have nothing to do with whether it shows that you are hot or not. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm gonna get it, woo, or I forgot it was some situation where he had to pay for it or something. Like, don't worry about that. We gonna help you get it. Yeah, we got ways, loopholes for that shit. You know, it's all types of ways and shit. Matter of fact, give us your information so we can look you up on Patreon just in case. You know what I mean? But he's still trying to sense and see what we own, so he trying to see if he can get away with this shit or not. Anyways, we let him think like that. You know, it got him more relaxed, which was the plan. So he started, you know, letting his hair down, literally. Start trying to, you know, be with us and flock with us, literally. Cool. Once the general told me he was in my unit, he pulled me to his room. He was like, yeah, that nigga hot as shit. Yeah, he hot as fuck. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, what you talking about? Like, what you mean? He was like, the nigga told on, like, the niggas he was running with, he told on, like, all of them and got 2 niggas life sentences in the feds. And he only had 8 years. You know what I mean? Some niggas who ain't never did time might seem like say like that's still some time, but in comparison to his situation, that nigga was supposed to get no less than like probably 20. You know what I mean? 30, I don't know. But he got 2 niggas life sentences behind some murders that he told on. Anyway, so now we already starting to bake him a cake. We're already setting his ass up to figure out how we gonna, you know, lay this demonstration down and get his ass sent to the next, or get him sent to a drop off yard, wherever the fuck they decide to put him in for protect, whatever the fuck it is. So we already on that. We talked about it. General talked about it, informed me. All right, so look, that's what we about to do. It's my guys. I'm gonna call them Luigi. A nigga looked like him to me, so I'm gonna call him Luigi. Luigi was like, hey, Stone, check it out. We're gonna act like you and Money Man have to do y'all have to go ahead and study, because we got times when we gotta study the literature and all that shit. Our shit organized. You know what I'm saying? It's organized, so it's not just some bullshit. It's organized, so we gotta study our lessons. He gonna say, we gonna act like y'all coming in. I'm coming into the unit, to y'all unit, cause Money Man was on my unit. So he's like, I'm gonna come in the unit and act like I'm helping y'all study y'all lessons, inside your room. But we're gonna fuck his ass up and run his ass up after this. You know what I'm saying? He gave me the whole plot scheme, or whatever, cool, or whatever. He come in on the move, on rec move, and he said we gotta have this shit done when they call rec, so that way when we run his ass up, he'll be leaving out with everybody else, so they really won't. It kind of like have to have them do extra work to find out what happened on the cameras, how it happened, and all the other shit in the midst of everybody else moving around. You know what I mean? Still could have got caught or not. It don't really make a motherfucking difference, but you know, whatever. We get him in our room, and the whole plan is to keep him far away from the door, so that way he can't just run out. So when we get ready to crush his ass, he can't just flee up out of that motherfucker. We get enough time to actually put the lick down on what we supposed to. You know what I mean? And run his ass up. So when we get inside there, he pacing, talking and shit. Woo. You know, we still acting like we got Luigi got the lessons in his hands and shit. We still acting like we're about to, you know, demonstrate on these lessons. And when there was a little pause in the air, he came out, cut, and was just like, listen here, Mister, you know what I'm saying? We know what the fuck is going on with you, you know what I'm saying? We already know that you hot, you know what I'm saying? We supposed to beat your ass and run you up out of here. Stones already told us. They already told us what we needed to do. You know what I mean? This is what happened. Luigi was one of them niggas where he didn't just think about for the principles of the nation. He also thought about us as people in the system who's trying to make it out back to freedom. So he takes shit in consideration. So he give a nigga a chance to fuck himself off type of shit when he in them situations. So he was just telling dude like, look, I would advise you just to run yourself up, walk yourself up right now. No bruises, no nothing. Check yourself in like you're supposed to. And you can save us from having to jack our time off on fucking you up because you already know you bogus. You know what I'm saying? And me and Stone, like all of us trying to make it up out of here. You know, opposite of the fact that you done brung niggas in here and they ain't never gonna leave type of shit. So it was already some crazy shit that he giving you that type of pass, you know what I mean, for real. And if that nigga was on the max, you know, this was like a medium high where I was at. But if he was on the max, it would have been no questions asked. He would have got his ass probably murdered, for real. No bullshit. He like, nah, Stone, I ain't hot. You know what I'm saying? I already told AGS I'm supposed to be, give me 30 more days. My paperwork supposed to be coming, this and this happened. Woo-woo, my mom's supposed to be paying for my transcripts, this and this, woo-woo. He like, listen here, Stone, I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck whether I fuck you up or not. I'm just trying to give you an opportunity right now. This is your chance to get your bitch ass up out of here on your own type shit. Why this man pride was still in the way? Why he still acting like he didn't do what he fucking did? I don't know, because he didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Still trying to make himself be some type of real nigga like most of you niggas out there be trying to do. Once you's a snitch, once you done disgrace yourself, the next motherfucker, what you supposedly represent in this game, like, you should just do yourself a favor and just stay the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? You know, you make it hard for yourself and others when you keep being around the bush about some shit like that. Nigga, own up to your shit. That's what you is. That's what it is. Fuck it. And you want to do that. He kept pushing the agenda. He kept pushing the issue like he ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He kept, and he wasn't going. Like, he's acting like he ain't going. So when it got to that point, in the moment, Stone forgot to get him closer towards the back, and because he was still by the door. This is Stone right here, Luigi right here, Money Man right here by the toilet. So out of pure impulse, Luigi just took off on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Right in his jaw. Boom. Yoked his ass up against the wall, punching him. I'll jump all immediately, like 2 seconds behind him, right after him, I was sitting on the desk. Got right on his ass. At that moment, I'm trying to keep him from running out the door because I see what he's trying to do. Because once Stone hit him in the motherfucking jaw, he kind of like got his spaghetti legs all of a sudden. But then his adrenaline, you could tell, kicked in. His fear kicked in. He like, okay, this shit's real. I need to get the fuck up out of here. Nah. Put his ass up against that wall. You know what I'm saying? Small. He tearing his shirt. His dreads. Trying to get the fuck up out of there. We got his ass by his hair and everything, pulling his shit. Beating the fuck out of this nigga. Bitch, didn't we just tell your ass to get up out of here? You want to? What? So he like, Stone, come on, Stone, woo, stop, you know what I mean, woo, woo. All right, I'm about to leave, woo, woo. Nah, it's too late. Push his ass up against that motherfucking toilet. I just start giving his ass like jabs, like big Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball Z jabs. Because too, in my mind too, I'm like thinking to myself, it's my room. We get caught into this shit. I'm going to the pen, to the high. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we just gave your ass an opportunity to do what you need to do, bitch ass nigga, because you know about yourself. And now you jeopardizing my freedom, his freedom. You know what I'm saying? His family type of shit. So I let all that shit in. I let all that shit out right on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Fear is a bad motherfucker though, because just like aggression, this is a different one. This is where you will do anything to get yourself out of that situation, just like he did when he got caught up with this time. So when I tell you, it seemed like that nigga got a little bit stronger as we fucking him up more and more, because it seemed, you know, he was on the verge of for real, like getting knocked the fuck, like to the point where, bro, he really couldn't do nothing. He knew he couldn't do nothing. He was pinned back against the wall. So all of a sudden, that nigga just start trying to like literally like motherfucking bull his way up out of that bitch. Stone just keep punching him. I know, you know, like it got to a point where Stone was just putting, you know, them hammers on his ass. I'm the only motherfucker grabbing him. Now this a little, I ain't gonna lie, he a short nigga, but this a little stocky little nigga though. You know what I mean? So I'm doing the best I can, keeping his ass from going out the door. I'm not even punching him no more. I'm just keeping him from going out the door. When I tell you his shirt, this nigga's ripping himself out of his shirt, trying to leave about that bitch. Didn't get no firm grip. He like halfway out the door and halfway in. I pull him. We're not trying to make a scene because ain't nobody supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? Being in the business. But I'm trying to keep him from going out that door now. He busting the door open. He making a scene. He trying to save himself now. I'm grabbing him. Couldn't do it. Someone was like, let him go. Just let him go. I'll let his ass go. He about to get up out of there, walking real fast as a bitch. A general though that was in there, he was outside the whole time, you know what I'm saying? You know, watching the business go down, you know what I mean? When he see him running up out of that bitch, he caught up to his ass and stole him. Bitch, get the fuck up out of here. He start footing it, speed walking, right up out that motherfucking door. So we went to the yard right after that, because it was during rec time. We went to the yard right after that, and I already told myself, like, now I'm about to go to the pen. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to the pen. You know what I mean? I told my celly, I'm like, nigga, pack my shit up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that nobody else touch my shit. Make sure everything packed up. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I'm about to, you know, get up out of here. Especially for some shit like that, they get you out the yard quick. You know what I mean? So while we on the yard, we waiting for the whole lockdown. You know what I'm saying? No movement type of shit. That's when you know something just went down. You know what I'm saying? Something that happened. We ain't hear shit. So I'm really kind of like thinking to myself, I'm like, what the fuck, did I not catch it? You know what I'm saying? What was it? A couple of days later, niggas be in the shoe that's already back there. They can send word all types of ways. But another nigga get ready to go back to the yard, they write up a note, tell them, hey, go to this unit, woo to woo, get this to him. You know what I mean? Or however. So word got back to the AGS that dude must have tried to do some type of real nigga shit by telling him that he checked himself in. But they was asking him like, well, why the fuck you look like that? You know what I mean? Your face all fucked up, you got knots and shit, your hair, some of your dreads is missing. And nigga, why you look like this? Nigga, shirts ripped up and shit, you like, you know, and he said, nah. You know what I'm saying? I ran myself up, woo. I ain't trying to get into all that. So I guess he tried to like make an impression that he could be some type of real nigga, I guess at the end of the day. Didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him. At the end of the day, whether I would have went to the pen or not, you got your issue. I hope you get more of your issue. Real shit, because them niggas that you just took their lives from them. You took their lives from their family. You know what I mean? And you knew what you was doing when you was in the streets. Like everybody else be knowing. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad that especially our people be doing that same shit to each other. You know what I mean? And you thought you supposed to get a pass. You think you supposed to go do your time smooth. When you got niggas in here, you know what I'm saying, more common than any other people inside the feds is doing at least 20 and up. 20 in life. Shit like that. And you think you supposed to get a pass? Nigga, fuck you. Well, that confirms this chapter of this federal stories.